Hey, pick 'em pie, big gun Brian Petrie, giving out the lot. One is mortal, you know it won't miss. Gonna take a shot, dog lock, that's the underdog. Yeah, they in the hunt. Send them home, that's KO or submission. Yeah, somebody done. Slimeball, yeah, that's the parlay. We gon' make it known. Pick 'em pie from MMA takes. Yeah, let's get it going.
Yeah. What's up with the what's up? Little doing a new program here, and your boy went live for like a brief minute. I thought I was just going straight recording and going live. Try to straight record. Trying to delete it because all right, let's see if I can delete this fucking bitch. Right? Yeah, there we go. So 4 of you may have seen that. I apologize. Your boy's setup's fire though, right? Some things coming, a little visual things are coming, but it's board dope. I got a new mic stand, dope. I'm gonna take some pictures when I'm done. So what's up with the what's up? Welcome to MMA Takes Podcast. We're gonna pick 'em podcast here, baby. First things first, I got 3 things at the top of the show. So if you're that guy that commented, I came here for predictions. I'm giving you a chance is dick, bro. The fuck out of here. You know what I mean? My show's 40 minutes, okay? Right? 40 minutes. Other people in this space who are much larger than me, much bigger than me, have a bigger audience than me, they go hour and a half, 2 hours. They break down a unranked female fight for 20 fucking minutes. I can spend 10 minutes at the top of the show yapping about what I want. Kick rocks, bro. Kick rocks. I had a personal flair, a personal touch. Your boy's feeling himself a little bit. I got that perp on. I got this perp on. So your big boy feeling himself, but that guy who commented that, yeah. Speaking of that, you know, I love everyone that subscribes. Hit that subscribe button, baby. Let's get 2K. We're on march to 2K. I know that's pennies. That's peanuts to people. But goddamn it, I need it. All right, 3 things I need to get to talk about. I already forget the 3 things. God damn it. Number 1 wasn't going to be number 1. But shout out Aaron Bronstetter. Your boy's always trying to improving. He saw the video of me complaining about blah, blah, blah. I think I got some things ironed out with the audio side and everything like that. So if we do go live, shouldn't have any issues. But you know, Aaron Bronstetter, AB, one of the best in the business, true MMA journalist. He doesn't interview boxers. He doesn't dedicate a whole show to fucking lame ass wrestling. He's a true MMA guy. Great dude. DM me, hook me up, not hook me up, but suggested a great light for me. The lighting situation is the biggest issue. I have lights and stuff, but the lighting situation is a problem. So shout out AB for DMing me and let me know what light to get. Purchase it. Should be here today. And then your boy, you know, I'm on vacation next week, right? I'm off work. I get 5 a year. I don't take trips, 5 trips a year. So I'm just chilling at home with the kids, getting stuff done. And I've already mapped out kind of a different way I'm going to, you know, if you've been with me, you've been rocking with me for a while now, you've been kicking it with me for a while, you realize that the backdrops has changed a few. Don't love what I got right now. I'm trying to, once I get the new lights in, we're going to upgrade that backdrop. I might do one of those things where it's like you watch a YouTube video, and I've been watching a ton of lighting YouTube videos, and the guy's like, turn your stream into this, or start your stream with this and turn it into, and then the whole thing's different. I might do one of those videos. What do you say? Hey? And then the last thing, before we get to the picks, again, couple minutes in, fuck yourself. You know, this is a volleyball card. This is what I call, this is just a bump, right? This is just a bump for next week's fucking spike. You know what I mean? Just a bump for next week's spike. Volleyball card. It's okay. A lot of undefeated fighters, a lot of wide lines. We'll see what happens. Should be entertaining at the very least. But I get DM'd and tweeted at or X'd at or whatever you want to say quite a few times. I got new listeners. I know there's some real day ones here that are probably going to be like, I've heard this a million times. For those people, I apologize. For the new people who DM me and ask questions like, what does send them home mean? What's a slime ball? I figured since I updated the soundboard, got some new ones, got some old ones, and I'm going to play them. I feel like it's a good time to address the things that the new people don't understand what they are. Okay? First things first, Slimeball Parlay. Long story short, everyone's heard this story. Let me take a drink real quick. I got a little tickle in my throat. Long story short, a buddy of mine was paying a tout service. He was paying like $100 for like 3 picks on MMA. He would get 2 singles, and you get a parlay. And the parlay was, this is before I started the podcast. The parlay was the chalkiest thing I've ever seen. A fucking blind monkey could pick those picks, right? And this guy's paying $100 to his tout. I said, dude, get off this. This guy's a scumbag. He goes, yeah, he does seem kind of slimy. And I'm like, yeah, he's a slime ball. That was the genesis of it. And then when I start the podcast, everyone loves a good parlay. I'm a single wager guy myself. But when I said the slime ball, I said, that's kind of catchy. Slime ball parlay. My favorite movie, or at least one of them, is Ghostbusters with Slimer. So the meaning really, it just means that I'm giving you a parlay every week and I'm trying to add something catchy to it. That's really it, right? And I love Slimer. Look at this fucking thing, right? I mean, if you saw the video, my wife got me this. So fucking cool. So, it's just one of those things where I'm trying to add a little flair to a weekly parlay that I give out. Considering I am a single wager guy, I do really care about the parlay and I hope it does well. The Green Hammer, that came, I didn't really steal it from Dave Portner. Dave Portner did. I'm a huge Barstool guy. Love everything Barstool. He did a stock show and he had a Green Hammer. And I wasn't really thinking anything of it. He would wave it around or whatever. And then when I was on the Anakin Florian, I would say, I'm going to hammer this. I'm going to hammer that. And John's like, dude, I love when you say that. You should make a shirt for that. So as I was kind of coming up with a shirt idea to send John, I wrote the hammer in green and I call it the money hammer. But then I'm like, no, we should do a green hammer. It just sounds a little green money hammer. I think I've said both at multiple times. And essentially that's a prop play. For the first few years of doing this podcast, my prop play has been terrible. I'm not a great prop capper. And the Green Hammer is kind of, again, adding a little flair, adding some incentive to myself to get, make it catchy as well, to try to get better at doing props and to work on it. And that's what I'm trying to do. Speaking of that, Slime Forever, Slime Ball. We still got the Slime Forever in there. Okay, I didn't change that. Slime Forever, baby. You can hear that throughout the podcast. The Send Them Home. Sorry, I got a message here from a buddy. Wow. Sorry. Well, camera's out of focus. Boop, 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 boop. Back to the handsome boy. Back to the boy in the park. All right. Let's send him home. Before I was on the Anakin Florian podcast, huge fan of the show. John opened the show a couple years ago when it was the show after Jan Blachowicz knocked out Corey Nance in the first round. And he just said, he opened the show and said, send him home early, Jan. Send him home early. And I loved that. I thought it was a good catchphrase. That basically means if I put a send him home on a fight, I don't think the fight's going to decision. Now, typically, I'll say what fighter will win or whatever. And I know that's kind of contradicting to the Green Hammer, even though the Green Hammer can be used for over-unders and whatnot. But send him home is I think the fight's not going to go to decision. So bet accordingly. And you've been with me for a while. You've heard the sound before. You haven't heard in a while. We got
send him home early.
Woo! J.A. I was going to get Jay to do it himself. I ripped that from the podcast.
Send him home early.
Send him home early, baby. I was going to have Jay do it. I was going to have him on and do it. I don't like asking favors. That guy has done enough for me. He's a great guy, and I don't want to ask that favor of him coming to a podcast. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll just have him do it, because John and I text pretty much every day, and so I mean, I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, but whatever. Okay, Mortal Lock, self-explanatory. Mortal Lock, I did steal this from Barstool Sports Providers. They do at the end of the show, they do a segment, Mortal Lock. That's my can't miss bet. I used to call it my best bet, this or my YouTube pick of the week. If you've been with me for that long, I switched it to Mortal Lock, completely ripped off Barstool. I got a new soundbite from that. From the movie Let It Ride with Richard Dreyfuss, 1989.
There's a mortal lock and I'm gonna wheel him. There's a mortal lock and I'm gonna wheel him. There's a mortal lock and I'm gonna wheel him.
I like it. Again, hit the comments if you don't like any of these sound bites. I get it, right? So we got Send Them Home, Mortal Locks, a Slime Ball.
You need the big guns, yeah?
Yeah, you need the big guns. Last one, dog. Obviously, if I give a Mortal Lock, I want to give a dog lock. I like betting dogs. I don't like doing chalk all the time. And 12 years ago, when I was recovering from my seizure, I couldn't drive, couldn't do anything. So I was at home and just binge watching shows, and Dog the Bounty Hunter was on. Now, I had seen Dog prior to that, but I had never, and I literally watched every season available in a row. Like I couldn't get enough of it. And it's such bad, good TV. And I think Dog the Bounty Hunter is the most unintentionally funny person there is in the world. This is a dude white dude from Colorado going to bounty hunt in Hawaii with like 50 kids with his big titty wife, R.I.P. Beth, and just saying brada and bra. And then he's wearing like Indian necklaces with a mullet. I mean, what's up? So I have to pay homage to, I'm hunting for dogs here, right? And Dog the Bounty Hunter, that's what it is. Again, just trying to add some catchy flair shit to it. There's really no reason behind it, but I have a new dog bite, right? A new dog sound bite, new dog bite. Tell me what you think. I'm going to play this when I play the dog stuff. I know it's not hello. This is dog. But this is me hunting for a dog.
I just want my guy right now. I just want my guy right now.
That's dog, hey. People might not like that one. They do like, hello, this is dog. I can switch it around. And then for the commenter on Twitter who said, are you going to have any Nate the Train? Yes. When Nate the Train fights, this soundboard will be fully loaded with Nate the Train. Let's get to the fights, baby. First fight of the night is Loik. Rajas. God, this dude's name's tough. All right, so it's Loik Rajabov. Loik Rajabov on the Ultimate Fighter. Finally in the UFC, he's 1-1, beat Esteban Ribovic, and then dropped to Mantus Rebecki. Last time he got knocked out. This dude's hard to look good against. Loik is. He's not the most potent striker, but he's hard to put away. I mean, I know Rebecki just knocked him out. Decent grappling, 17-6. He's got good cardio. He trains with good people. He should have a better record. He's fighting a dual Kareem Al-Sati, who's minus 162, making his UFC. Is this his UFC debut? I believe, right? Came from the Contenders. Yeah, came from the Contenders. Did he get signed? He had a grappling match. Doesn't matter. This guy likes to get you to the ground. He's a phenomenal wrestler. Really good grappling, or at least really good wrestling. He's going to smother Loik here. He's going to smother him. Probably not going to get a finish. The over in this fight is probably where your money should be at. Let me pull up DraftKings here. Shout out DraftKings. The over should be where your money's at in this fight. The over 2.5 is minus 175. Load up on that. Just fucking, load up. Loik is a tough dude. He's not a knockout artist. Al-Sati is a grappler. He's going to wrestle fuck him. It's going to be slightly competitive. Al-Sati, I am seeing on DraftKings, is up to minus 180 now. That's my pick, Al-Sati. I don't love putting him in parlays. Loik could be, a parlay ruiner because I see people trusting a wrestler in Al-Sati, trusting the cardio and everything. But yeah, I'm not going to I'm going to touch the over 2.5 at minus 175. That is sexy. That is staring at me, baby. So Al-Sati minus 175, over 2.5, minus 170. I'll take that. And I'm going to pick an Al-Sati as the official pick. Next up, let's see what we got. My card's a little mixed around here. They have since switched the fights up on Topology. So for whatever reason, falling on Topology, whatever, my card's different. Vincius Oliveira, minus 120 versus Bernardo Sopaj. Sopaj is how you say this. Doesn't matter. This fight is a fucking banger, boys. They do not like each other. They're talking shit. Oliveira threw up a gun to him. I'm coming for you. You're next. Both these dudes like to bang. They like to scrap. Vincius Oliveira coming off the Contender Series. Wild dude. Wild dog. His losses are all by stoppages, right? All his losses by stoppages, and he's coming. He's kill or be killed. A ton of fights in there. I like the recklessness. I like the him shit and talk, but Bernardo Sopaj, this kid's pretty solid, right? This kid's pretty solid. He's got some knockouts. His last 3 wins are by knockout over medium competition, right? He's only lost by decision, so he's durable, but he's got a ton of knockouts. So I'm pulling out the green hammer, baby. I'm pulling the fucking green hammer out early. Pulling it out early. Here's the thing. I've searched high and low. DraftKings doesn't have it. All the other books do not have props yet. This fight got put together kind of last minute, right? So there are no props available. But I have such a gut fucking feeling. It's going to be set at, the over-under is going to be set at 1.5. Guaranteed. I like the under. I also like fight does not go to decision, whatever that number is. And I'm going with Sopaj or Bernardo. I don't know how you say his last name. I'm going with Bernardo to win by knockout. You can add that as a baby green hammer, but under 1.5 green hammer through the fucking moon. Now that could be minus 340. I don't know. I could be giving you a really chalky play. I got my fucking teeth, my absolute teeth kicked in last week. So I need a W, right? Slimeball is a mess. Green hammer actually didn't go. Rojas Jr. and Tercios didn't fight. That was going to be my green hammer this week because there's rumors that they're going to fight. Now they're not fighting. So I had to find a new one, and I love this one. I love this one. Fight is not going to go to decision. Someone's getting fucking knocked out. You can even play how's this fight end by knockout. No one submit nobody. No one's going to decision. Someone's getting knocked the fuck out, and I think it's going under. So I will update the green hammer once those lines come out. But that is the green hammer right now. Oh, God, hit me right in the eye. Look at this fucking thing. Mako Tools. This thing is just beefy. I'm trying to think. Again, I'm going to add some things behind me. I'm rearrange some things. And I'm thinking I should put this on the wall, right? You know, should I grab? Look, again, hit me up in the comments. Last video I did, comments were fucking phenomenal. I know I kind of shit on the guy earlier, but you guys were commenting like crazy. I love it. I got back to everyone, I believe. So keep commenting. Let me know what you dislike or like about the show, besides the fact that I spent 10 minutes talking about myself. But should I hang this on the wall right behind me to let people know not to fuck with me? Or should I just keep it by my side and pull it out? Because I usually put a graphic up anyway. Let me know what you boys think. But this thing is fucking sturdy. Sturdy. Shout out Mako Tools. And shout out Alex for sending this to me. All right. So that's the green hammer, baby. And I like Bernardo. It's a pick'em line. You can get him at plus 100, I believe, at another site that I am not affiliated with, but I believe it's something with Smanpool. They rhyme with Smanpool. You can get him at plus 100. So you can get him at dog money. This is going to be a fucking banger of a fight, boys. Do not sleep on this fight. I can see why they moved it up the card, because this is not the second fight of the night. It's now Ludwig Klein. But, and yep, CLD, Kristen Leroy Duncan. Damn, I should have got that soundbite for this. Minus 298 as of yesterday. Probably have changed. Minus 310 versus Claudio Ribeiro. Plus 250. Claudio Ribeiro, he ain't got no gas in him, bro. Knockout puncher, doesn't have much of a ground game. I believe his cornermen are the ones that are like, hey, like the entire fucking, just shut the fuck up, right? Just shut up. This should be pretty good. They have the over-under set at 1.5. It's about a pick 'em. I like that. Christian Leroy Duncan, I know, hasn't made the biggest splash in the UFC. He had laid a complete egg, and then his one, I believe he's 2-1. His one win was by an injury, and the other win was, he kind of just floated through. But this kid's good. He's athletic. He's trying to. I think what's happening right now is people are like, hey, you got to be a full mixed martial artist. So he's leaning too heavy on the grappling, when I think in this fight, really, his awkward striking can really lead him here. I like Leroy Duncan by knockout over Ribeiro, who, again, gasses and has been put down before. DraftKings, come on, man. Trying to click on this. Just let me get on it. Christian Leroy Duncan by knockout is minus 110. So Vegas is seeing it the way I'm seeing it. Nothing crazy. But yeah, I like Christian Leroy Duncan here. And then with that being said, he slimed up, bub. He slimed the fuck up. Yep. First leg of the Slimeball parlay, Christian Leroy Duncan, CLD. I love it. All right, next up, you got Javid Basharat versus Arman Zahabi. Javid is a minus 900. I had him at minus 700. Lines are moving like crazy. And Zahabi's plus 600. I'll say right now, I love the Basharat bros. I think I love them. And I have Javid winning here. But if you are a value boy, if you're looking for a dog, Zahabi is not a bad pick. He is crafty. His brother's Faraz, who's one of the greatest minds in MMA. Great coach, great camp. Doesn't fight that often. Healthy. Rest it. He could make this interesting. I like Javid Basharat. I like the Basharat bros. They're only feeding the UFC. And I'm going to pick him here. He's not parlayed up. I don't know how I'm going to play this. The over-under set at 2.5. The under's at plus 175. They think this is going to a decision. Interesting enough, though, Zahabi's plus 3.5. The point spread is plus 3.5 at plus 235. That's something you might want to dance with. That's something, that's something you might want to dance with right there. That's a nice little number. Aziz Zahabi, listen, he's a tricky guy. You don't know how these judges are anymore. You can see him stealing around. Basharat is aggressive. He moves forward. He likes to mix in takedowns, likes to mix in striking. He's a very well-rounded guy, but plus 3.5 or plus 235, I'm willing to dance on that, right? I'm willing for Zahabi to win at least one of these rounds and not get finished. However, with that being said, I do like Basharat. I think he's going to win, but it's way too wide. It was too wide at 700. Now I'm staring at minus 900. Yeesh, beesh. Too fucking wide. So we move on to a little bit Klein, minus 1,000, 10-1 versus AJ Cunningham plus 560. Fight came together last minute. Over under 1.5, basically a pick 'em. Over 1.5 has a little bit of the dog money on there. At minus 105. Ludwig Klein has all the capabilities of finishing this fight. AJ Cunningham, when he fought in the Contender Series, was a fucking punching bag. Arkansas, Alabama guy is like a Bryce Mitchell kind of guy. He's tough. He's just not that good, right? He took this call on short notice, was very smart, get his foot in the door. Ludwig Klein is actually minus 900 now on DraftKings. I don't know why I got 1,000 out, unless the line's moving in AJ Cunningham's favor. Listen, Ludwig Klein has thrown some duds up there. This boy's throwing some duds up there. He hasn't looked great, right? He's got a great head kick knockout over Shane Young. He's got good potent striking, but it's not volume-based. It's power-based. He likes to grapple a little bit. He makes fights that he should cruise a little more difficult, and sometimes he's flat. So if you want to take a poke at Cunningham, that's fine. I think you're better at taking a poke at plus. If you're playing a plus 600 on this card, I suggest Zahabi. I think he's a better fighter than Cunningham. Cunningham taking this on short notice. And just the old country boy, Arkansas strong. I think he's going to get fucked up here. I think Ludwig Klein's going to fuck him up. I don't know if he's going to finish because Ludwig Klein isn't the most potent finisher in my opinion. At least he hasn't been. So I don't know if I love the finish. The prop for a finish is probably not out there. It's not on DraftKings. Don't love the finish. Give me Ludwig Klein. Again, too high, too rich for me to throw in any kind of parlay. And I probably won't touch it unless a prop really jumps out at me. But yeah, Ludwig Klein's the pick. Again, just another chalky selection. All right, your boy. Eric Anders. Workaholics reference. Minus 425. And I think he's over 500 now, which is crazy. 485 on DraftKings. I think on some books he crept over 500 versus Jamie Pickett plus 370. So I hate this fight. I think this fight stinks. I think both guys are not exciting. I think both guys fight very similar. The over 2.5 at minus 150 is something I like. Listen, Eric Anders, great athlete, won a national championship, looked good in his early days of the UFC, and then has just been so inconsistent. I know he's moving camps. I know he's left Alabama. I know he's bouncing everywhere, or he might be back in Alabama now, but I know he had left at one point. Just inconsistency, man. It's just... He's ricked up. He's fucking shredded for 185. He's popped up to 205 too. But he's just constantly crashing with his punches, clinching people up. And the same thing with Jamie Pickett. I think Jamie Pickett's durable. He's on a 4-fight losing streak. And people are like, why is Jamie Pickett still in the UFC? Because he did him a favor by fighting that maniac Bo Nickel, who will be champ soon. Bo knows. The UFC goes, Jamie, can you fight Bo Nickel? And Jamie, being a tough Wilmington dude, I fight him. And he goes, but I'm on kind of a skid here, boys. Yeah, I like some assurance that if I fight Bo and I lose, I at least have 2 or 3 more fights in UFC. And that's what they did. That's the only reason he's still there. He's a nice guy, not an exciting fighter by any means. I predict this fight. If I could bet on it, this would be the worst fight of the night. I'm picking Eric Anders. I can't believe Eric Anders is minus 485. I like him by decision. Let's see what Eric Anders by decision is. Decision is by plus 110. I'll play that. I'll play Eric Anders by decision. That's hell of a lot better than playing him close to 5-1. That's fucking insane, boys. Can't do that. I'll take Anders by decision. I'm gonna write that down because that is plus money, boy, and I like dancing with plus money. All right, next up, Matt Schnell, plus 295. He's come up. Steve Ersag, minus 375. I got a lot of comments. If you haven't seen the Anakin Florian, Steve, and I did try to find the yearbook. I had a yearbook. He wasn't in the yearbook that I have. I was trying to find a picture. So on the Anakin Florian, I'm not making this up. Steve Ersag looks like a teacher that taught at my high school, Oak Hills, Mr. Bessler. And there was wild reports that Mr. Bessler, who I don't know if he was married, a singer or what, but that he starred in a porno. Now, you might be able to Google this porno and see what I'm talking about. I couldn't find a picture of Mr. Bessler, but the porno we used to look up on LimeWire, that's how old I am. I downloaded porno of LimeWire, was called Wicked Tits. Guy that looks like Bessler, that looks like Steve Ersag, banging some big titty blonde, right? So that's why I said in the end of Florida, I got a couple messages. People thought that was very funny. Not hyperbole. Very true. But Steve Ersag, also true. This guy fucks, man. This dude is so well-rounded, right? He has it all, in my opinion. He took a fight on very short notice against a dangerous, hard-hitting Brazilian. Got knocked around a little bit. Stayed calm, won the fight. Didn't get it finished, but he won the fight. He's got long-range weapon strikes. He's got good submissions. He's got good takedowns. His cardio's elite. His toughness is there. He's not a complete fighter. Obviously, there's things that he needs to work on. Minus 375, I think it's a good number for him. I got him at 310. I already bet this fight. He's my mortal lock, baby. I love that bite, dude. I'm gonna wheel him. He's a mortal lock, and I'm gonna wheel him. I like Steve Ersag big here. He's also a Slimeball candidate as well. Matty Schnell, old MTV Cage, Danger Cage. You remember that MTV MMA show? Very good. Listen, he's been in there a while. He's been around for a while, been in there with a lot of people. Chin, bit of an issue. He's got this tendency when he strikes, it drives me nuts. So he's got good boxing. He can box anybody. But when he does it, he's swaying side to side, and then he kind of does a head turn. He kind of does like a weird, like, bop, bop, bop. You know, he's boxing, getting his distance, and then a weird, like, tick. And he's developed that over years and years of sparring, and it's a tell to me. And I think Ersag, who I think does have a little bit of a defensive issue at times, but he's long enough, and I think Schnell is chinny enough that that he's gonna put Schnell out. I like double chance in this. I like Ersag by submission or by knockout over Schnell. Schnell had an absolute war with Sumajari. He's probably gonna go to the Hall of Fame with that fight. If I imagine that was that good of a fight, rebounded with a knockout loss in Matheus Nicolau. So chin's been an issue for a while. He's getting older. He's not fighting as active. And I like Ersag. I'm big on Ersag here. Minus 375. Slimed him up. And mortal locked him up, baby. Yeah, give me Steve Ersag, dude. Because like I said earlier in the week, and like I'm saying now, with even more confidence, this dude fucks. He fucks. All right, next up, Umar Nurmagomedov versus Bekzat Almakhan. Umar minus 1,200, Bekzat plus 750. So this line hasn't moved too much. I need a dog, boys. You know.
I just want my guy right now. I'm finding a dog to bet, and I just need my guy. I just want my guy right now.
So I got him. I'm taking Almakhan, plus 750. This dude is good. Umar, I fucking kind of love it. This dude doesn't give a fuck. It's Ramadan, which Khabib and Islam notoriously do not fight during Ramadan. Umar said, fuck it. Blew his shoulder out, couldn't fight Sandhagen. Or was that who he was supposed to fight, Sandhagen? Or somebody. Was going to get a big fight, blew his shoulder out 6 months ago, recovering from that. This dude is part of that family, part of the Nurmagomedov family. He's royalty. And I'm going against the family because Almakhan is a Kazakhstan stud. Good striker, good timing, good grappling. I don't love his defensive grappling as much as I want it fighting a guy like Umar, but Umar is probably the future champ at 135. He's got incredible kicks. His striking's very good. His explosiveness is great. Is great. His takedowns are phenomenal. His submissions are great. And the only thing I haven't really seen yet in the UFC is if he has worldly cardio, 5-round cardio, but he's training with killers, and I'm assuming he does. The dudes from the mountains of Dagestan typically aren't short on cardio, right? So this is a pure number pick. I think Almakhan, listen, 7-1, 750, I'm going to take it. Do I think he wins? I think the number and the line is properly placed, but I think he's such a good fighter that he's running into even a better fighter, unfortunately, in Umar, that it's going to be tough for him. But I'm taking the number. I'm taking 750. They got the over-under set at 1.5. I like the over here at -180. I don't think Umar's going to get him out of there. But Alma Khan's going to be around the UFC for a little bit, boys. Okay? This guy's striking is good enough. His cardio is good enough. His toughness is good enough. Grappling good enough. He'll be around for a while, boys. He might drop this one. If he wins it, we're celebrating, right? This is my dog lock, too, boys. This is my dog lock. So if I don't have that written down here, dog lock. I don't love it, but this is a chalky card to me. And when you're giving me a guy who I think is very talented at 7-1 against plus, 7-1 dog against anybody, even against the family, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. So yeah, I'm comfortable with the number. I'm not comfortable with putting multiple units on it. Maybe like a 25 spot, maybe 50. But yeah, maybe not a full unit play on this one. 750. Umar's too good. He really, really, really is good. I think he's the best guy that's going to come from that Khabib camp. I do. I think he'll surpass Islam. I think he'll surpass Usman in Bellator or PFL, whatever you want to call it, who, got popped for taking some of grandpa's medicine. You know what I mean? But give me Umar, who will be the champ at 135. By the end of the year, 135 is kind of, they need some challengers possibly, but I think he beats anybody at 135, right? Him versus fucking Merab would be an absolute fucking scrap. That is something I'm looking forward to. All right, next up, Alex Perez versus Muhammad Mokaev. Alex Perez plus 260, Mokaev minus 355. Line come down a little bit. I had it minus 360 on Mokaev, which is surprising because he slimed up, baby. Slimeball leg number 3. I like Mokaev. I was a little critical on Twitter's X of Mokaev because I just felt like there was so much talent that he could be finishing people. Well, he's finishing people in the 3rd round. He's not overloading with strikes. He's not he's not overwhelming people. He's drowning them and then getting them out in the 3rd round. The over-under set at 2.5, minus 115 across the board. I like that because Alex Perez, this was almost my green hammer. Muhammad Mokaev, this is almost my mortal lock. I'm not confident in Mokaev because Alex Perez doesn't show up. And when I mean he doesn't show up, not that he mentally doesn't show up for fight. He just doesn't show up for the fight, right? Mokaev said, I don't give a fuck this guy misses weight or not. I'm taking the fight. I'm fighting this guy. Perez was a title challenger forever ago. A lot of injuries, has come back, looked aggressive, didn't look necessarily good. You need cage time. And you're going against a young lion like Mokaev, whose grappling is superior. Perez can grapple a little bit. He's a hard hitter, but his submissions are not up there. Mokaev, I get nervous he's going to get caught in a guillotine one of these days. He got caught in a fucking leg lock and his knee popped. Perez doesn't really have those, in my opinion. He has them, but they're not scary. I like Mokaev big here, boys. I think this number, minus 355. I know it's high. I know this is a chalky card. I'm giving you fucking chalk. The Slimeball parlay is puke chalk. But this is what we got to work with, and I like Mokaev in this spot. All right, next up, we got co-main event. Vitor Petrino, minus 305 versus Tyson Pedro, plus 245. Man. Oh, wifey's calling me. Great fight for 205. This is the UFC going, who's next, boys? Boys, who's next? We need someone. Petrino undefeated. Tyson Pedro, he's a funny, good-looking dude, covered in tattoos, big, very marketable, coming off a good win, good knockout over Tom Tukali. Before that, dropped a fucking egg against Modestas Bukauskas, right? Cardio's been an issue with Tyson before his injury. I know he's out for a long time. Come back and he looked great, but he looked great against, Ike Villanueva. He looked great against, Harry Hunsucker, but, other people have looked great against Harry Hunsucker too. I'm not going to name names, but he's wearing purple right now. Hey, yo. But yeah, listen, Tyson Pedro's a great guy. I root for Tyson Pedro. I think he's marketable. I think he could do a lot of good things in this division. However, Vitor Petrino is a guy I've liked since the Contender Series. He's just shabab, cock dieseled. The guy's dick's got an 8-pack, guarantee it, but no cardio effects. The guy's got great cardio. His only issue, maybe not his only issue, the issue I see, the glaring weakness is striking defense. He doesn't like when people put it on him. He gets a little panicky. He'll throw a wild shot. He's got a great chin. He's undefeated. He'll mix it up. He'll take you to the ground. And I think that's his path to victory. I think Tyson Pedro, when he came to the UFC, was a ground guy. Hit some Kimuras, hit some chokes. Very long, good on the ground. He has now went to Joe Osborne in Australia with Volk, went to City Kickboxing. He's getting in some of the best rooms in the world. His striking's looking a lot better. He's tall, he's rangy. He's going to want to strike Petrino. I think Petrino get heavy on top. I don't think Tyson Pedro has much off his back. I think his takedown offense is questionable. What do you think his takedown stats are? His takedown defense stats. How many people do you think have taken Pedro? 52%. So let's see who took him down, right? Well, Shogun took him down 3 times, but that was a long time ago. Safarov, that stinky Russian, took him down twice. Ilya TV took him down 4 times. Okay, so he's fighting some grapplers. I think Petrino's going to take him down. And I think Tyson Pedro's going to have a hard time getting up. I think he's going to get drowned here. I think second round finish for Petrino, in my opinion, probably by TKO. Let's see what that is, boys. Let's see what that is. Winning method. I really wish they would fucking clean this up a little bit, right? Just a little bit on DraftKings. Just, that's, Vitor Petrino round 2 plus 400. I'll dance with that. Your boy's dancing with it. All right. Give me Vitor Petrino. I think he's an up-and-coming guy. I think he's good. All right, main event. Jairzinho Rozenstruik plus 136 is what I had. Where you at? Where you up? Updated line. Well, nope, wrong. Reading the wrong one. Plus 140 versus Shamil Gaziev minus 166. So there was a graphic going around on the old X and the old Twitters. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, has main evented 6 main events. What? Even when the guy gets knocked out, even when he knocks people out, it ain't a good fight. He don't throw enough. Why is this guy getting, he's from a small country in Africa, unless that's a big country, because I don't know Africa all that well, and I'm a fucking stupid idiot, and they're tuning in every time this guy fights. What are we doing? 6 main events? What the fuck? And another main event here. I like Shamil in this spot. I like him big. I like him, where we at here?
Send him home early.
Send him home early, Shamil. I like a finish. I don't know if it's going to be TKO or KO, or TKO, same thing. I don't know if it's going to be big KO or submission. Let's see what the line says here. Let's see what Vegas says. So Vegas likes him by KO at plus 130. They think that's going to be the way Shamil gets it done. And submission is plus 275. Now let's look at Rozenstruik by KO in round 1 plus 320. Not worth it. He just doesn't throw enough. He's got the death touch. Come on. Got the death touch. But I just don't think he's that good. He said on the presser, not the presser, meeting with the media yesterday, that grappling is becoming second nature. That's all he does. He's going to show improvement because when this guy grapples, it's dog shit. When he gets put on his back, it's dog shit. There's no guard there. There's no nothing. He's a strong guy. He gets put up. He stands up. It's kind of a Derek Lewis ground game. Then he going to work against Shamil. Shamil was Abdullah, I'm saying his name wrong, Khabib's father, student, super athletic, and I know everyone, listen, Martin Booty, whatever. He's not the world beater of a heavyweight, but he's durable and he's tough. Shamil fucking cut through him like a hot knife through butter, baby. Shamil is good on the ground. He's powerful in the stand-up. As long as he doesn't get caught, he's going to dominate this fight. He's going to finish this fight. Please finish this fight, because I do not want to see a 5-round fight. 5-round heavyweight fight. Go 5 rounds in the Apex. God help us all. Give me Shamil. That's it. Recap. Send him home, baby. Shamil dog lock is going to be Amakan, Mortal Lock, Steve Ersag. He should just change his nickname. I think he's got a cool nickname. Isn't it like Mr. Robot? What's his fucking nickname? Astro Boy. That's an okay nickname. But, Steve, he fucks Ersag. Might be a little bit better. So those are my locks. Slimeball parlay. Going to be Muhammad Mokaev, Steve Ersag, and Christian Lieber Duncan at a little baby price of plus 125. We're dancing with plus money. Not very excited, but we need a win. I got embarrassed last week on the Slimeball parlay, so we need a win. That's a fucking winner. You want to cash tickets? Cash tickets. I've already placed the bet. If you're in the group, MMA takes betting group on DraftKings. If you saw the base bet being placed, Green Hammer is going to be Oliveira versus Bernardo Sopaj. Under 1.5, and someone just get knocked the fuck out. I love that play. That's the Green Hammer. That's it. All right, listen. Hit that subscribe button. We're marching to 2K. We're about 400 away. Doesn't matter. Hit me up on Twitter, Brian Peach MMA, Instagram as well. Hopefully next time you see me, the lighting will be better. I'll have a dope backdrop. Just fucking killing it. I'm also on the Anakin Florian podcast, Chief Handicapper. That's what John Anik calls me. Every time he says it, my dick gets a little hard because I'm the Chief Handicapper, baby. All right, that's it. That's the show. You guys are beautiful. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And let's have a fucking weekend. $2.99 next week, boys. Woo!